Forever gang. So it's Kiera Forever here, and today we're going to talk about something a little juicy, girl. So make sure you get your wine, your water, your spirits, or whatever we call it, so we can get right into this video and this story, because it crushed my heart, y'all. It really broke my heart, but I'm gonna tell y'all the story. All right, following me on Instagram, girl. What is you doing? Okay, what are you doing? My Instagram is _Kiera Forever, so make sure you go ahead and follow me on the IG, and also subscribe to my channel and press the bell if you want to be notified every time I make a video. All right, so let's get right into it. So girl, let's get right into this story. Okay, so I'm starting a new segment on my channel called Girl Talk, story time, things like that. So this in particular is story time, and I'm talking about how he broke up with me, sis. I was heartbroken, okay? When I tell y'all this story, like, I was heartbroken, okay? Like, I could not get myself together. I was like, what? All right, so we're rewinding back to 9th grade, you know, high school, and I had a boyfriend. We're gonna name him, what we gonna name him? We're gonna name him Tom. So me and Tom were like boyfriend and girl. Well, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, we weren't anything serious. I had to be about, what, 14 or 15, but like, we were really like, I thought I was in love with this guy. Like, it was crazy. So, you know, me and Tom would talk on the phone every night. We would aim, like, you know, when AIM was out or whatever. So we would aim, and we would be on MySpace. When MySpace, you had your top 8. He was my top 8. He was in my top 8. I was in his top 8. Like, we did the little cute stuff. Like, I was the first one on the top 8, and he was my first one on my top 8 as well. So we were doing all the cute little things, little high schoolers do or whatever. And I don't know, it was like my birthday or something, and his mom had asked my mom if they could take me like to the Cheesecake Factory or something. Well, that wasn't even my birthday, rewind. So the date was like Cheesecake Factory, but like, it was chaperoned, of course, because we were like 14 or 15 years old, and I know damn well my parents weren't letting me go on a date with no boy by himself, and his mom obviously felt the same way. So his mom, you know, took us on this date to Cheesecake Factory, and my birthday was coming up, so I'm not sure if they took me on this date to try to figure out what I liked or what I wanted for my birthday. But this was around the time, like, I was really like really hard on like Tinkerbell. Like, I loved Tinkerbell. Like, my book bag was Tinkerbell. I had like shirts with Tinkerbell on it. Like, my homegirl used to work at Kmart, and like I didn't have any money back then. Like, I mean, that's what I liked, and the fact that I didn't have money kind of helped. So I would go and get like little Tinkerbell shirts or whatever. Like, I wouldn't wear it like a kid, you know. I would do like a little tied up in the front, or like, you know how we used to like put out the knots in the back. I don't know, it was hideous. So they took me on this date, okay? Now Tom was like all for like a relationship, like, you know, like, oh no, we're gonna be together, you're gonna be my wife. And I'm like, I'm in 9th grade, but for some reason I'm believing this dude. Like, I'm really believing this dude. So like, I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get married, we're gonna have, you know, we're gonna do it, you know, because I wasn't doing anything like that at that time. So fast forward to my birthday. He comes to school with like 100 balloons. He comes with like these real gold Tinkerbell earrings. He came with like Tinkerbell cupcakes. Like, it was, he went crazy, right? Like, I felt like the most loved girl in my high school, like in the world. Actually, I had never had nobody like really do something like that for me. And it was crazy, like being 14 and 15, like somebody like where did you get the money, you know, like did your mom really like me enough to like spend the money for you to do that? I don't know, it was crazy, but I felt so good. Like I was like, wow, he really loves me, he really does want to be with me. Like he was doing everything, okay girl, like he was like a grown man, but he was my age. Like it was crazy, girl. So here's where it turns. So apparently there was like some party, you know. I'm not sure. I don't think he was like the most popular guy, like, but he was known. He played like football and stuff, so like, you know, I wasn't, you know, the most popular girl, but, you know, people knew me because I was, like, funny. Or I don't even know what people knew me for. Like, I just know that some people knew me and some people didn't, but it wasn't, like, to the point where, like, nobody knew who I was. You get what I'm saying? So, it was this party, and it was, like, a mutual friend of mine, and I still talk to this girl till this day. But she was, so we're going to name the mutual friend Tiffany. So Tiffany is the mutual friend of another girl, and we're going to name her Ruth. So Ruth, okay, I forgot the guy's name. What did I say the guy's name was? Tom. Okay, so Ruth and Tom meet at this party that I'm not at, okay? I keep forgetting names. Tom, Ruth, and who else? My God, I forgot the second girl's name. You know what? Comment down below if you can keep up with this story, sis, because I can't, okay? I'm trying to tell you the story without giving the real names here, but I gotta go back, so hold on. Okay, so Ruth, Tiffany, and Tom all went to this party, right? I didn't go. I can't really, you know, this was like, if I graduated 10 years ago, this had to be like 15 years ago, so bear with me because my memory is shot. But it's so crazy how it ends. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I've never been played like this ever in my life, okay? So Tom, Tiffany, and Ruth go to this party. Apparently Ruth and Tom is like feeling each other, like they dancing at this party and all kinds of stuff like this. And I'm just like, okay, I wasn't there, so I couldn't, you know, I was like a little like naive and young and dumb, like, oh, I don't believe you and blah blah blah. But this was like my friend telling me, like her other friend was like they were connecting or something. And I'm just like, why would he do that? Why would he do that if we, like, you just spent all this money on my birthday and then you go to a party and like basically like try to talk to my friend? Like, what the fuck is that? Okay, so like I don't know if the party was like it had to be like on a Friday or a Saturday because we were young, you know. So Monday comes, bitch. Monday comes. We're still in school. Monday comes, and you know, this is when I get a text, girl. I had a little sidekick. So I was on my phone. That's when I could, like, I was like one of the first people that can be like on the internet. But like one of the first people that can like really get like on the internet and like actually do stuff. Back then, like, that wasn't a thing. So I was on my little sidekick or whatever, and I get this text like, yeah, meet me. Like, we didn't have hallways because at that time I went to an outside school. So he was like, meet me like somewhere, like, I can't remember, like, let's just say it's the cafeteria. So girl, I met him at the cafeteria, okay? I met this nigga at the cafeteria. And you want to know what this nigga gave me? Girl, comment down below if you know what he gave me. Okay? At the cafeteria. Okay? Huh. This nigga gives me a 4-page letter, bitch. Like, what is this, Aaliyah? Like, what? He handed me a 4-page letter and was like, he was just like, just read it. And I'm like, nigga, we don't write letters no more. We can finally text. We ain't gotta write letters. Do you like me? Yes or no? Like, so I read the goddamn letter like an idiot, like in 5th period or something. Like, basically, this nigga broke up with me in a 4-page letter. Like, how you break up with somebody in a 4-page letter? Like, you really, like, had time to think about the breakup? Like, what type of shit is that? If you didn't want to be with me, you could have just, like, said, oh, it's over. Like, what the hell? What I'm trying to tell y'all is, this fool wanted to be my boyfriend. I wasn't even thinking about being a girlfriend. I had just started this school. I was a freshman. I wasn't thinking about being serious, you know, with a guy. Like, you're the one that came on to me, you know? So it was kind of like, you know, my heart was broke, y'all. My heart was broke. I was crying like a baby. Like, I probably cried like 3 times because I felt like this dude really loved me, right? So it was like, I can't believe he broke up with me. Like I could not believe it. I felt like my life was over. Like, I had never felt like a breakup like that, you know? Like, and you know, when you're in high school and middle school, you feel like it's like the end of the world. And girl, that's what the hell it felt like. It really felt like it was the end of the world for me, sis. So I'm talking to Tiffany, which is friends with Ruth, okay? So I don't know if we were all in the hallway. I can't remember who told me what, girl, but let me get some water. Girl, I was so thirsty. All right, back to the story. So I don't know if it was me and Tiffany together, because me and Tiffany did have classes together, but Tiffany used to hang out with Ruth a lot. Like, I wasn't even a part of like their little clique or whatever, but me and Tiffany knew each other from like band class or something like that in middle school. So Tiffany, I can't remember if it was Tiffany and Ruth at the same time, but I definitely remember Ruth telling me that the reason he broke up with me, girl, let me tell you, the reason he broke up with me is because I lacked intellect. Girl, what? I lack intellect? Now, don't let this blonde wig fool you, bitch. I'm not a dumb bitch, okay? I'm just not. I'm not, okay? I'm very intelligent, very smart. I'm a little ditzy, but I don't lack intellect. Girl, I wanted to smack her right in the hallway. Like, what do you mean I lack intellect? And who the hell are you to tell me what the fuck my boyfriend broke up with me for? So, girl, that's how I knew that what Tiffany told me about Ruth and Tom was true. Because why are you even in my circle, in my information? Like, I don't understand. Like, it just never sat right with me, girl. And this was 15 years ago, girl, and I girl, I still don't like you, Ruth, okay? I'm just joking. No, it's over with. But at that time, girl, Ruth, and if you're watching this, because you do follow me, so if you're watching this, Ruth, girl, I ain't like you then. I ain't like you then. I ain't like you when we was graduating. I ain't like you when you was hanging around my other friend. Girl, I just didn't like you. But now that we older and shit is just, everything is different now. We grown. So, girl, we all right now. But back then, girl, you was about to catch these hands, okay? No, I'm just joking. But yeah, so girl, that was my first breakup. And I was really broken up about this, y'all. And I just wanted to tell you guys this for all my high school, fresh out of high school girls that's trying to find your way and going through a breakup. Girl, when your parents, when your mama and your auntie and your big cousin tell you, girl, that ain't the end of the world, you can find another guy. Girl, you can find so many other guys. Like, it's crazy. Like, girl, I don't know if you old enough to listen to a little City Girls or something, girl, but play some City Girls, girl. You're gonna have to play something, cause get over this dude, cause it's so many dudes out here that will do what you want them to do. Okay, so with that being said, that is the end of my story time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun telling you guys this because it's like a funny story, and I came up with this funny story talking to my best friend the other day, and we were talking about another story time that I'm going to tell you guys about. So yeah, this was fun, and I can't wait to come back next week with another story. What did I just say? With another story time. Okay? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace.